welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton and beyond. On this week's show, Spanish superstar Carolina Marin shares with us her plans to get back to her best in 2017. And we visit Secunderabad to speak to two of India's best-known badminton coaches to talk about their latest venture. The Olympic Games is the ultimate stage for any athlete and assures honor and recognition to those who achieve success. In winning gold at the Rio 2016 Olympics, Spain's Carolina Marin grabbed badminton's biggest prize. But her triumph wasn't just a victory for herself. In a country where football is the nation's sporting heartbeat, Marin's Olympic success has raised the profile of the sport in Spain.
I'm very happy to show to my country that there is more than football, and now everyone knows about badminton.
Although her gold medal in Rio is her biggest prize, Marin has amassed plenty of other awards, not least 2 BWF World Championships golds. Her gold medals in 2014 and 2015 made her the first non-Asian player to win 2 women's singles titles. Her distinctive style and on-court passion have made her a household name not only on home soil, but also in Asia, where badminton rates highly. This popularity has not gone unnoticed, and La Liga, one of the world's leading leagues, is capitalizing on her popularity.
I am La Liga ambassador, and my role is to promote La Liga in Asia. I feel very happy to be an icon in the world, and of course to have many fans and many followers that they want to support myself during the competition.
Her role includes traveling around the region and lending her expertise at badminton clinics. It's a chance to engage with her adoring fans.
I'm very excited to create many events with my fans, because I think it's very important to be close of my fans, and because I really appreciate their support while I'm playing.
In terms of her on-court performances post her Olympic success, Marin has found it tough going. The 23-year-old has been affected by fitness issues and was laid low after sustaining a back injury. Once the #1 in the hyper-competitive women's singles category, she has slipped to second. She's determined to regain her fitness and her #1 ranking.
A bit better, but yeah, you know, it's very tough to be in the top level every time, because sometimes you have an injury and you have to recover and you have to care your body. This is the most important thing for an athlete. So now I'm taking care really good my body. My feet is better than before, and now I'm ready to do my best for the tournaments.
Recent performances have shown she's slowly getting back into gear. The Spanish star reached 3 World Superseries finals in 3 weeks, picking up runner-up medals in India, Malaysia and Singapore. This bodes well for her as she tries to peak at the right time to defend her European and World Championships crowns.
I think I just keep my motivation, because I always think that I want to be the best in the world. So I'm just trying to keep myself very motivated, and try to fight hard to be in the world #1 again. I want to win some more titles and some more important tournaments like European or World Championships.
Marin has been keen to stress that her success has not been just due to natural talent, but also due to sheer hard work and determination. It was a message that she was keen to pass on to budding shuttlers.
I think it was very important to show to the young players that yeah, we are not so popular sport in Spain, but the most important thing is that if you really want something in your life, you have to fight at your best and try to get it. So for me, I feel really happy to show to the young player that it can be possible. The dream come true, and if you want something, you have to fight harder.
The face of Spanish badminton, the Olympic and double world champion, is truly deserving of her iconic status, and she's enjoying every moment of it. But most of all, Marin is humbled by the support she's received from around the world.
I just want to say thank you very much to all my fans. I got many messages in my social media from them, and I really appreciate all the support that I have when I have to play on court.
There's no doubt fresh challenges lie ahead for the Spanish ace this year. But if there's one thing we've learned about Carolina Marin, it's that when the gritty Spaniard sets her mind on a target, she usually comes out on top. Time to test your badminton knowledge. In this week's trivia, we want you to name the first European men's singles player to win the Thai-hot China Open. Have a think and we'll reveal the answer after the break. After the break, we're in Sarawak to find out what makes the Malaysia Open one of the best tournaments in the region. With digital innovations, shuttle time is now more fun, engaging and accessible than ever, so get connected to BWF's Badminton Schools program. Find out more about BWF's grassroots initiatives on these platforms. Download the app, visit the website and get active on Facebook. Your gateway to shuttle time has never been so easy. Before the break, we asked you to name the first European men's singles player to win the Thai-hot China Open. The answer is Janne Jorgensen. The Dane upset China's Chen Long, who had won gold at his last event, the Rio 2016 Olympics. Jorgensen beat the Chinese player on his home turf in straight games to clinch his fourth World Superseries crown. The win was a much-needed boost for the Danish player, who had failed to win a Super Series title since his triumph in the 2014 Indonesia Open. Spanning 8 decades since its inception in 1937, the Malaysia Open has seen plenty of greats compete for honours and grace the winner's podium. Having been a World Super Series event since 2007, it was upgraded to Super Series Premier status 3 years ago, the highest tier on the MetLife BWF World Superseries circuit. Several Malaysian cities have staged the prestigious event, with the country's capital Kuala Lumpur hosting it the most number of times. This year, the Celcom Axiata Malaysia Open moved to East Malaysia, with Kuching in Sarawak hosting it.
Well, definitely we Sarawakians are very, very proud of it, that this event in Kuching. Sarawak has got quite good followers of badminton. There are lots of those who are badminton enthusiasts in Sarawak, and then when they see that this tournament is in this place, definitely they're very, very proud.
I've seen this tournament when I was still as a player myself. We used to go to Kuala Lumpur. Those days we could never have dreamed of this level of tournament coming to our shore, coming to Kuching. We were flying to KL just to watch this tournament, and being a spectator those days, we were equally excited, seeing top-level players right there in front of our eyes.
As the state capital, Kuching has previously hosted international badminton tournaments. The Malaysia Masters, a Grand Prix Gold event, was held in the city 2 years ago. This year, Kuching welcomed more than 250 players to their shores. The local association pulled out all stops to ensure a comfortable week for all visitors.
We are definitely excited as well as nervous to a certain extent because of the the level of expectations the organizer, especially BM, has placed on us with regard to the quality that's to be achieved before it can be considered as the world class event. And we're very much proud to be a part of that from the host state, Sarawak, this time around.
Badminton is a very popular sport in the country, and Malaysian supporters are among the most passionate in the world. To keep the fans captivated, the nation's badminton governing body is always looking for ways to ensure that the badminton action is of the highest quality. The prize money of $600,000 was an added incentive for players. As a Super Series premier event, the Celcom Axiata Malaysia Open attracted nearly all the world's top stars, leading to huge spectator turnouts on each day.
It's a prestigious event to be having the Malaysia Open, but Indonesia also has a very long history. All England has even a longer history. Of course, China does not have a long history, but it's the biggest market in badminton in the world. What we can do is we can show the world that we are one of the top organizers. Our market, we cater to our fans. We have to think of what our fans would like to have in Malaysia. Now, Malaysia Open is attracting a lot of top players to the event. So I don't see that our fans are losing out. In fact, our fans are still getting value for the money, I would say.
With international stars and homegrown heroes in the lineup, fans arrived in droves from day one. Stadium Perpaduan was packed to the rafters throughout, and the organizers could not be more pleased with the turnout.
I think 2 weeks before the tournament, we have stopped selling tickets because we know we have run out of tickets. As it is, it's all sold out, except for the few that we reserve just for the day of the tournament, which is mandatory to be sold at the stadium.
Badminton enthusiasts were relishing the prospect of a repeat of the 2006 Malaysia Open men's singles final, in which two of the sport's biggest rivals played out a thrilling match in Kuching.
Datuk Lee Chong Wei was playing Lindan in the final. That was expected, but what was not expected was when Datuk Lee Chong Wei was trailing 13-20 in the rubber set, and somehow, due to sheer grit and determination, he managed to win that rubber set and making such a big impact to the crowd. And during that particular tournament as well, we had a packed audience.
The fans and the organizers got their wish as yet again the final featured the two veteran warriors. Although Lindan spoiled the party for the Malaysians by beating Lee Chong Wei, the match was a treat for fans of the sport. The 2017 edition of the Malaysia Open in Kuching certainly delivered in every way. It was another successful World Super Series premier event for the Malaysians. Players, officials, and fans experienced the hospitality of Sarawak and departed with fond memories.
When a tournament get this kind of support, where tickets are sold out, where the enthusiasm about the sport gets to this high level, I would say it's a big success for the organizers. It's a big success to the state. It is a big honor to the state, even though our population is not that big. But we believe that we are able to organize international events of this nature, of this stature.
The history of Malaysia Open is important for us to learn, but the future is for us to move towards. And I love to see that Malaysia Open going forward. It's already being one of the top events, so I could only see that we continue to be the top event with improvement.
The OUE Singapore Open 2017 is the fourth leg of the MetLife BWF World Superseries circuit, and badminton fans were treated to top-class action at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Mixed doubles began proceedings on finals day as China's Lu Kai and Huang Yachong took on Thailand's Dechapol Pravaranakro and Sapsiri Theratanachai. It was a closely fought opener in which the lead changed hands several times. In the end, it was the Thais who had that extra edge to claim the first game. Although Liu and Huang faced solid resistance from their opponents in the second, the Chinese pair responded well to take the match to a decider. Liu and Huang held firm in the third and shut down their Thai rivals to claim their third Super Series title of 2017. The final score, 19-21, 21-16, 21-11. The women's doubles final was a mouth-watering encounter with the world's top two in contest, as Ayaka Takahashi and Misaki Matsutomo faced off against Camilla Rytter-Juhl and Christina Pedersen. The Japanese pair kept pace with the Danes in the opening game, but it was Camilla and Christina who had the firepower to take the first game. The world number ones were livelier in the second, and after Takahashi and Matsutomo snatched the lead midway, they sailed to 21 and took the match to a decider. The Danish duo were not about to let Takahashi and Matsutomo have their way, and produced an energetic display of badminton to end the match 21-18, 14-21, 21-15. After 1 hour and 5 minutes, Camilla Rytter-Juhl and Christina Pedersen secured their first Super Series crown of the year. It was an all-Indian affair in the men's singles final as Sai Pranith B and Kidambi Srikanth took to the court. After trailing early in the opening game, Srikanth found his rhythm and pulled ahead to grab the first. Playing in his first Super Series final, Pranith was not about to give up. He recomposed himself and produced a fierce comeback to force the game to a decider. With momentum on his side, the 24-year-old went for his shots with confidence, while Srikanth's game began to falter. It was game over after 54 minutes, and Sai Pranith claimed his maiden Super Series title. The final score, 17-21, 21-17, 21-12. The women's singles was another top-notch battle for supremacy. Carolina Marin was looking to avenge her Malaysia Open final loss last week against world number 1 Tai Tzu-Ying. But the reigning Olympic champion had no answers for Tai's crafty plays and paid for it in the opening game. It was a similar story in the second, the 22-year-old showing just why she is the world number 1 women's singles player, as she produced a flawless performance to finish the game in just 38 minutes. 21-15, 21-15, the final result. The men's doubles wrapped up another astonishing week of badminton as Denmark's Mathias Bo and Carsten Mogensen went up against China's Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen. This was only the third meeting between the two pairs, with the Chinese coming out on top the last time round. But it was the Danes who took the opener after a compelling display of skill. Li and Liu put up a more rigid performance in the second, but faltered midway through the game. Bo and Mogensen then took advantage and never looked back. The final score, 21-13, 21-14. Bo and Mogensen claiming their maiden Singapore Open crown as well as their first Super Series title of 2017. After the break, we head to Secunderabad to find out why the region has become the mecca of Indian badminton. Get connected with us on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook and tell us what you think of the latest news. Or perhaps you just want to leave an encouraging post for your favorite player on Facebook. If you've got any comments or photos, share them with us on these social media platforms. Hyderabad is the heart of badminton in India. with many aspiring shuttlers flocking over to the South Indian metropolis to hone their skills, particularly at the renowned Pulela Gopachand Badminton Academy. But with the badminton scene in the twin city of Secunderabad also flourishing, it is well on the road to earning a similar reputation. And the man who set that wheel in motion is SM Arif. The 74-year-old is widely considered to be the most successful badminton coach in the country, having produced over 200 national champions in his long career. Arif is a recipient of the Dronacharya Award, India's highest honour for sports coaches. 14 years since his retirement as the Chief National Badminton Coach, his latest project, along with Sports Authority of Andhra Pradesh head coach Govardhan Reddy, is the Viswamanya Badminton Academy.
Yeah, myself and Arif sir and my team, we started the Viswamanya Badminton Academy. It means like renowned by the world. In the core center, we have the 180 children, right from 8 years till 20-22 years, like men category. In every category, we have the bifurcated players. So in the core center, and all the sub centers, every center is having around 60 to 80 children.
My role for this academy will be for the complete development of all the children coming from different states and all, complete planning for their physical development, their skill development, their tactical development, their technical development, and also the exposure. We are going to have the complete monitoring. We have started with an aim to give the incentives to the players and under a particular system what we can develop. And for me at present what my job is, I'm planning for the whole academy. What are the training to be given, how they are developing everything.
Reddy, himself a player coached by Arif, turned understudy to the veteran trainer. He is now among the most prominent coaches in Indian badminton. Their goal is to ensure players from the state dominate national rankings.
We want to produce that sort of a system again, where maximum, even in Indian team, maximum of what our children should be from out there. That's our goal, and we will be striving for that. It doesn't mean we want to put others down, only by this sheer competition, and we want to develop our children to an extent where we can produce the national level players, not only national level, but international players to feed them for the country.
I associated with Arif sir like last 30-35 years as a player and as a coach, and definitely it has been very big influence on me to become a coach. And that is the area where I requested Arif sir after retirement also, I requested Arif sir to come and support me.
Arif and Reddy's aim to promote the game in the country means they have to accommodate those who cannot afford to pay the fee.
Sport is like more highly financially, it is going to be really keep the more pressure on the parent side. And that is the area where the companies come forward and give some kind of nominal price. That will be one of the best thing. These are the challenges, and definitely we perform, then definitely we are going to get the opportunity in the Indian team. Sometimes even if we miss the chance also, as a system we want to support the children to send them abroad for the tournaments, because sometimes winner and loser there is a very minute margin will be there, which we don't want to be really miss that small error also. That is the time where if we have the really backup money, then we can really send the children.
Viswamanya Academy is lining up for a partnership with Indian women's doubles player Jwala Gutta's Global Academy for Badminton Initiative. Expansion is also on the cards. Both coaches hope to widen the talent pool and believe the more the competition, the better the overall quality of the players at the top.
Our academy also, we want to open some more, you can say, the branches, which is going to be a very, very healthy thing, because the badminton the Hyderabad especially has become a hub now, and many of the parents are coming forward to put their children into that. It's a very healthy competition we have got now. So we have got not only expand ourselves, but because of this global thing coming in the front, and many of the people want to go for franchise, my responsibility has gone very high, so that I'm going to produce the coaches who can produce the result.
Many big names in Indian badminton have benefited from Arif's coaching. 4 decades on, the Dronacharya awardee's eye for talent spotting remains as sharp as ever. Collaboration with Reddy, his student of several years, can only mean good things for the country's new generation of aspiring shuttlers. Before we go, let's take a look at the Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week, we have an exclusive with Rio Olympics bronze medal winner Victor Axelsen, as the Danish star talks about his meteoric rise in men's singles. See you next week.